Hello everyone, welcome to NEET Mentor. It's going to be a very important video for all of you because in this video I will talk about all the open states, 12 open states and its counseling approach. And according to your rank and your budget, your location preference, how you can proceed with the counseling process of all open states. When I say open states, in those states you can apply for private medical colleges and non-domicile candidates can also apply. So you have got 12 extra opportunities apart from all India quota, deemed university counseling and your state level counseling process. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, you must subscribe the channel because you know the importance of these details when it comes to the counseling process. After you put all the hard work in getting a good score, and then you should not leave any scope for any kind of mistake. And you can share it with your colleagues, you can share in your WhatsApp group, a Telegram group and all. Just take a look at the description. The description has got a Telegram group which you can join and you can ask questions there. There are ebooks related to deemed universities. All open state detailed information are there. I will talk about open state counseling approach. All the detailed information, last year cut off branch wise for all the states, exact tuition fee for open students, and all those details you can find in the open state ebook. There is another ebook for DNB counseling, so you can find all the DNB related details in very deep level that will help you in the counseling process. And we do also provide the paid counseling guidance. So right now we provide 20% of discount on paid counseling guidance. In case you avail the paid counseling guidance right now, you will get two extra advantage. First thing, before the time I will able to tell you based on your score and rank and budget how you can plan your counseling, and that will help you in having a clear vision right from now, and based on your current progress preparation, where you stand in the future you will able to know. And apart from that, I will give you some my based on my analysis I will share some PDF so that you can have a look at it. Now let's jump to the main section of the video, that is a list of all open states. So you can divide it into two categories, like South India and North India. So you have the most important state when it comes to open state is Karnataka, and then Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and the other bucket, one more state, Pondicherry. I will talk in detail. Just have a list. In North India, you see Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Bihar, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, and West Bengal. These are the open states which you have options of these many open states, but it's not wise decision to apply for all. So you must have your clear strategy. It's kind of like a counseling mechanism, how you plan your counseling so that you do it in right way and don't apply for the states which is not much of worth for you for your particular branches in particular budget. So that we'll discuss in detail. When to register and points to keep in mind. When to register is very important question. There are states where you can register after first round, also in the second round, in mop-up round, in stray vacancy round as well. Same as all India quota deemed and deemed university counseling process. In state level counseling process, there are 4 rounds: first round, second round, third round. Third round in most of the states it happens at online level, and then stray vacancy round, that is nothing but institutional level round. So those are the 4 rounds. Some of the states allow registration in the first round itself. So if you miss registration in first round and later point of time you came to know that some students got a particular branch in particular state in particular fee, and you are having similar rank, so you should register and you try for that. But later you find the registration is not available because it was open for first round only, and that registration will go on for until third round or fourth round. So you should be very much aware about all those information, because once the counseling starts, you will get your box will get flooded with all notifications simultaneously. Day by day you will keep on getting notifications. Second thing, should not register for all states. All states registration is not required. Maximum choose up to 4 or 5, I would say up to 4 states based on your location, tuition fee that is affordable to you, and other factors, and then focus on those state related notification and counseling process. If you are still confused and do not have much of idea, you are doing it first time and you did in past, but you made many mistakes, then you must hire an expert counselor. That will the counselor will help you in proceeding with the counseling process in a very well manner without doing any mistake. But the counselor should be knowledgeable. You can get services from NEET mentor as well. Can go for management and NRI seats. When you go for a state level counseling, you have option to go for management seats. The fee would be high, and for NRI seats also, there are other documents required. You should be very much aware what are the documents required, and if you know those things in advance, so you can have a time to get those documents ready, so that whenever it is required on time, you have all the documents available, so that you can become eligible for all those NRI seats. Okay, and you can go for last round. See, in the last round, or you can say stay vacancy round, the counseling happens at college level, not at the counseling authority level. So it becomes sometimes risky, but you have to have a kind of calculation, because in last time sometimes it's very useful. The colleges where the fee is very high, you can get a seat in very low fee. It all depends on how many seats are available and how many candidates having idea about that college, and tuition fee, how many candidates visit there at the last round. So it is helpful only if you have very good knowledge about that college, and we take help of counselor. So talking about Karnataka is one of the best states where the tuition fee is as per last year, and these all details is as per last year, and if any update happens in the fee and all those things, it will get updated. Okay, so 11.5 is the tuition fee. Is the most important state when it comes to open state, because there are 20 plus private medical college where the fee is 11.5, and there are the 3 private medical college where the fee is up to 30 lakhs for upper clinical branches, and even for lower clinical branches the fee is high. Very good private colleges are there in Karnataka. That's the region is on the top in the list of open states, and cutoff goes high just after government colleges. Those candidates who miss out government colleges for particular branch, they go for Karnataka state counseling. Then Telangana, the fee is approx 16 lakhs. There are 3 categories, Cat A, Cat B and Cat C. Cat C is management quota, where the fee is 3 times of Cat B, and Cat B is just for open category and their domicile candidates also. Cat A is nothing but government seats in private college, and it's a good option for all other candidates. You talk about Uttar Pradesh, is very specific, and you must have so much of idea when you are going for the counseling for Uttar Pradesh, because it will be very beneficial in terms of cutoff. But there are hidden fee. Hostel fee is fixed now, but they take hidden fee in some other name, like professional charges of 10 lakhs somewhere. Some other additional fee will be included, like any kind of fine, or that amount will be unrealistically very high. And 2 lakh of security deposit that have to deposit, and there are rules, because it might get forfeited if you don't get admission after getting the seats. And the state is very good, but it's a bit risky. You need to have proper knowledge about each and every college where the hidden fee is there, and when there is no hidden fee, how about the location of particular college, because location may be a concern for the candidates coming from South India. And then Rajasthan is a state that is also open, and the fee is very high. For lower clinical, it's starting from 20 lakhs, higher clinical up to 50 lakhs. The fee varies here branch to branch, and it opens from round 2. For round 2, they allow only domicile candidates, and top clinical branches like Radioderma have very high fee here. Those who have got low rank, or I would say just qualified, and they still want good seat. There is no budget issue. They can go for Rajasthan, but you need to again see that fee get negotiated here. Okay, fee remains available until last round due to high fee, and they further negotiate. So be in touch with a good counselor for this state if you are really interested. College quality is good, and plenty of seats are there. Madhya Pradesh is a state. Madhya Pradesh is a state which opens from mop-up round for first and second round. They keep it open for their domicile candidates, and the fee is very less here, starting from 10 lakhs to 12 lakhs, and thus equivalent to Karnataka state. Okay, registration must be done in the first round. If you have a rank between 20 to 25k, then you can expect a seat in mop-up round also. In mop-up round, you do find very less seats are available for clinical, but still if you have good rank, then you can fetch a good branch and less fee. Uttarakhand, it has got just two private colleges, Guru Ram Rai and Jolly Grant Himalaya. Himalaya is good college. The fee is a bit high there, but you can still go for it. And depending on your rank, whether you should keep it as an option or not. Himachal Pradesh has just one private medical colleges, and it's good for low score candidates. The fee is high, and fee is incremental, yearly incremented, getting incremented by 5%. So that kind of terms and condition in fee, you need to also have a knowledge about, so that you don't repent later when you have to pay extra fee in the coming years. Bihar has got three private medical colleges, and the fee is very interesting here. For low clinical branches, the fee is as less as 6 lakhs, and for upper clinical 30 and above 30 also, and it will be good option. If you see from the angle of cutoff, that is also good. But there are candidates coming from south or some other places, they have a concern coming to Bihar. They must know about the current situation there, and accordingly they can plan. To me, the situation is more equivalent to Uttar Pradesh. So if you are ready to go for Uttar Pradesh, you can still go for Bihar, because these are the colleges where the number of patient footfall per day is very high, and you will get so much of learning opportunities. Haryana has got one private college that's available, and the fee is around 30 lakhs. Talking about Tamil Nadu, West Bengal and Pondicherry. So less seats are available in Pondicherry. Last year we had seen so much of application got received for those colleges in Pondicherry, but later point of time when the seat matrix got published, most of the seats they kept reserved for their minority colleges, minority students. So not much of advantage last year the candidates got, and so many applications came and it got in vain. West Bengal is a state where just one private medical college, KPC Medical College, and you have to pay around 60 lakhs including your tuition fee, hostel charge and all other charges, but you have to pay at one time. So these are the kind of like high level idea. It will give you kind of an idea that these are the seats where you can go for, and these are the fee. So you can do the calculation. But if you are really interested to do the to take participation into particular state counseling, then you must have very deep level details, so that you can choose or you can take it out from the options that you are going to have for open states. Okay, so thanks for watching and have a nice day. All the best for your preparations.